Welcome to the newest acquisition, a 1994 WhiteGMC 64, and then some letters after it. I can't remember. So as you can see, she's far from perfect, but the price was right. I paid $2,000 for it because it's stuck in first gear, and to drive it home 15 miles, and it took me almost 3 hours to do it. But it has a lot of good parts that I could use on the bird. So that's pretty much why I picked it up, because it's kind of hard to find parts for 30-year-old trucks at times, and there's a lot of good usable parts on this that I thought I could use on there. So I mean, each door at a junkyard is around $300. The hood in the shape it's in, maybe a $500 hood at the junkyard. Front bumper, $100 or $200. Headlights, $100, $200, something like that. All rear ends are fine. 373 ratio, which is what I need because mine has 433s and I'm so gosh darn slow. Plus everything's hub pilot on it. I'm still running buds on the yellow truck, and I kind of want to get away from that. The 373 ratio would allow me to switch to 22.5 tires. From right now I'm running tall 24.5s on the yellow truck. With the 433 ratio, I'm still topping out around 62 mile an hour. Or I could probably push her a little bit faster than that, but that's where the truck's comfortable, is 62 mile an hour. So if I swap the rear ends over, then that gets me a little more top end and get me hub pilot wheels, be able to run 22.5 tires, because right now the tall 24.5s that I've been running on the yellow truck are just getting hard to come by. And then lots of other odds and ends. So I really think for $2,000 it was well worth buying a whole nother truck just to use for parts to keep the other one going. It's got a running motor too. It's got an N14 motor. So I mean, I'm not sure I want to swap the N14 over into that truck, but it's there. If the need arises, I can do it. So, you know, hey, I think it's well worth the investment. One of the first things I wanted to grab off this that I didn't have on the yellow truck, tow hooks. Yeah, there's been a couple times where I got stuck and there really ain't a good spot to latch onto this thing. So those are gonna come in handy. Another super inexpensive and simple thing that you wouldn't think would be that hard to find, hood latch. When the steer tire blew on the other truck, it blew the hood latch off of it. And man, I've got a hard time finding it. Another thing I grabbed off here quick, OG WhiteGMC top flaps. So I've always really wanted to make long drop front fenders for the truck. I already did the one side, and you need two, a left and a right of the actual front fenders to graft together to make a long drop front fender. I had 4 until I blew my front steer tire out and blew one of the original ones off of the truck. So I had to use the 2 spares that I had already got out of the junkyard, but that left me needing another one. Another thing the other truck didn't have anymore was the cab extenders. The previous owner had pulled them off because the brackets on there were rusting, and he said they were in rough shape and they had gotten trashed anyway. So now this truck has cab extenders. I can throw them back on my truck now.